What's going on, everyone? Nick Daniels here, coming at you live yet again. We're out just in the random trail doing some photography. I actually got lost on this trail for a little bit there, so I had to eventually find my way back, which we are back now on the... this is actually like the side trail. The main trail is like extremely heavily populated by basically people on bicycles, but this part there's like really nobody on. And then on this part, there's many other side trails. That's where we went. Really fucking cool, man. I probably won't remember to do this, but if I do, I'm gonna post some pictures as I speak now. I found 3 fucking frogs in 3 different ponds, or like big puddles, I guess you would call them. So what I would do is I'd walk along and I would see something like, it looked like something went in the water, and you'd see like kind of like where the dirt had cleared. So clearly there was something there, and each time there was like this big old, I mean, they're not huge. There was one that was actually kind of half decently sized. But there's just this like big old frogs, man. And I got some pictures of that. Saw a couple cool birds. I've already got pictures of those ones though, so I didn't bother. And there was like a fucking, I saw something like slithering, and sure enough it was a fucking snake. Just a small little guy, but I ended up getting a bunch of pictures of him too. And they looked fucking awesome. So if I remember, I will post some in the video as I'm talking, but I might not remember. So I kind of want to talk about something that's really funny, and I may have discussed this first point, I think I did in a video, but we're just gonna bring it up anyway. Dude, what the fuck? There's a frog right here again, dude, seriously, right there. Oh, the pole's in the water. That's embarrassing. Okay, see, I don't know if you can see him. He's like right in there. Yeah, I think he's like right in there. I don't know if the GoPro can get that really well because it doesn't zoom. But it does this. Okay, there we go. Ready? Oh my god. Oh, he's gone. That was fucking awesome, man. Holy fuck. Oh my god. I don't know where he's at now. He's obviously probably on the other side here. He's probably gone, yeah, on the other side of that. I've already got pictures of them though, so I guess that's actually pretty good. That's 4 frogs. That's 4. I've never seen that many fucking frogs and toads and shit in one sitting. Like 1 if I'm lucky. Lucky. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I want to talk about a couple things here. Obviously, part of it's going to be online dating, and we'll get into that here in just about a second. But first of all, I've got a couple messages lately on Instagram, and like one of them was like a fan who wants to meet me, which is fucking awesome. Honestly, it's amazing. We'll talk about that when I actually meet the guy. But the one I want to talk about today was an email I got, which was very interesting to read. And it was, again, from yet another viewer. And this is kind of weird. I'm not used to that. But it's fucking awesome. So this guy emails me, and he's like, basically the moral of the story, okay? We're going to sum it up here real quick. Hey man, watching your videos, they're pretty cool. Yada, yada, yada. You know, I fell for one of those fucking scam accounts that you talk about. And I think they didn't get much out of them. They got like a fucking iTunes gift card for like $20. And then like, obviously he was like, well, it's a scam. You know, and he got out of there, and like, you know, I don't want to be that guy. Like they still got money out of you. And that's what they do. And it was really cool just to kind of get some feedback on that, because I do talk about scam accounts, or at least I'll mention it, but I don't think I've really made a video yet on how to actually like fucking identify them. So that's what we're going to discuss now. I know it took 4 minutes to get there. It's unbelievable. To the punchline. So basically the way I always did it on most of the apps, there's a couple ways you can kind of save yourself some time. And I'm going to give them to you all right here. So, okay, first of all, when I used to make a Tinder account, like you'd remake a Tinder account, okay? What'll happen, and there's 2 varieties in Tinder that I find you'll notice. If you have Tinder Gold, okay, or if you don't, it doesn't matter. But if you do and you don't, you'll notice that you'll get likes, and then you'll never see them in the fucking search algorithm. Now, Tinder is supposed to actually match you with those people. So if someone's liked you and you restart the app, like you just close out of Tinder and you reopen it, like literally like a no-brainer, they're supposed to like automatically come up because like they're waiting to match with you. okay, which is pretty common sense. But these people won't, or and sometimes they do, but a lot of times they won't. And what will happen is when you get Tinder Gold, and that's actually one of the reasons, by the way, how they get you to buy it is like the fake account will like you, and then the number sits at the top, and it bugs you because you're like, oh, fuck, I kind of want that match. So that's another it's another topic in a nutshell. But what'll happen is when you click on that, and you'll see she's like fucking 6,000 kilometers away. So that's pretty much your first sign, is usually distance. I don't fucking bother with that shit. As soon as I see like, you know, oh, hold on, someone's coming. Yeah, we gotta make this a two-parter, so, all right, one sec. All right, my apologies. Yeah, man, so like I was saying, so the distance is pretty bad, man. Like the distance is a telltale sign. Like as soon as you see something that's like a few hundred to like 1,000, I would just bail instantly. Second of all, yeah, like they just match with you immediately. Like if you just made an account, like you didn't even like really put a picture up or do a profile or anything, and they match with you that fucking quick, 9 times out of 10 they got nothing. Another one, which should be obvious by now, is that they got links and shit in their profile. You know what I mean? Like if there's any type of link whatsoever, I just don't fucking bother. Don't do it. And again, it's a no-brainer, okay? A big one, in my opinion, that a lot of people fucking overlook is one picture. And it's not hard to mistake those two, okay? Because like a lot of people will just upload one picture, okay? But like one picture and one picture alone on a lot of these dating apps, like they kind of want you to have more than one. Like if you go on Hinge, it's like 6 minimum. So usually what that means is they just upload 6 random pictures. They delete them, okay? Like that's, like, just so you know, man, that's the fucking cause of action, is they just blow them away. Because they're just like, it's just like it's like a random picture. It doesn't matter, right? Once you make the account, I'm pretty sure you can delete the photos. And then they go with one picture, okay? Screenshots are another one. Like, oh, hang on. Fuck, there's a guy there. Yeah, it's popular up here today. Screenshots are another one, man. Like if it's a screenshotted, I'm just gonna whisper for a minute. But yeah, if it's like a screenshotted picture, don't fucking bother either. That's complete trash. That's usually a guy, catfishing, who just doesn't know how to crop a photo. That's all that is. Like there's literally nothing else going on there except that. What else we got here? Like yeah, like the other ones are kind of subtle. Like these aren't necessarily like dead giveaways, but like nothing filled out in the profile, like just blank canvases with one picture. Like all of that just adds up. The one I'm trying to figure out someone else coming up. Yeah, see, like we're at the edge of the side pass, so that's why I'm seeing more and more people trying to come up here now. Another one that's like a real telltale, and it's bad of me to say this, man, is that they're just too hot. Like if it's just like 10 out of 10, like some supermodel, you know what I mean? And it's like, again, like the 1 or 2 pictures and she's in a bikini and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is she swiping on me? Yeah, don't even bother. Now, in the conversation, okay, and there's obviously, as it comes to me, there's probably going to be at least a few more things in the profile. But when you think about the conversation will always go the same way with these accounts. Okay, so there's 2 ways it'll go. If you're getting catfished, the first way is obvious, is they'll actually pretend to talk to you, right? That's what you got to be careful of, because it actually might even legitimately look real, okay? If you're like sexting the girl a bit, like if she's being very flirtatious and really wants to get off of the fucking Tinder chat or whatever you're on, that's another sign too. If you're there too eager. Like you can literally be like, oh, hey, listen, do you just want to talk on here for a bit first? Like I'd be more comfortable. And like, there you go. Like they'll usually just back right out because it's just too much work, right? And they know that most guys, usually is a guy who's getting scammed, by the way, too. Let me remind you, it's usually not women that are fucking falling for this shit, right? Yeah, guys can be kind of gullible because they just think, oh, fuck yeah, like I'm getting nudes, right? And, you know, then that's what it is. Next thing you know, it's like, you know, they're calling you for private shows, right? They're just spamming you links, which obviously I don't recommend you ever clicking. 1 second here. All right, my apologies again. Somebody else had to go walk right out in front of somebody. Yeah, so like I was saying, the messages is the big one. One I always find when I contact these people, they usually will make the first move. That's almost a given. And if you message them, it's basically like a fucking auto reply. So don't get upset when you read it. But it's literally just gonna be like, oh hey, yada yada. I'm not on here much. Like it's just a copy and pasted script, right? The account is just an auto reply. Even if someone was, I don't even know if anybody would be running it, but if somebody's actually on the account, all they're doing is pasting. They're not typing that out to you. And it's just 2 paragraphs I usually get. The first one is something like, I'm not on here very much, yada 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 yada, which I don't give a fuck about. And the second one is like, oh, it'd be like, oh hey daddy, message, no not daddy, but you know, whatever. And that's what I'm gonna watch it for. If they start calling you daddy, just fuck right off. But yeah, it'll be like, oh, contact me on here instead, and it'll give you like a link or something or whatever. It's just like, no. And then I'll be like, hey, or like I'll start the conversation off with whatever, and I'll ask her a question, which is a sure sign of something. If they don't answer it, it's fake, right? Because a realistic person would read a question and reply. But what this does is it replies automatically. So you'll just be like, oh hey, what's your favorite sport? And it's like, oh hey sweetie, how are you today? Right? That's not how it works, right? That's a fake account. And I'll tell you, man, you gotta be careful, man, because you know what's funny? You know why they do this fake account shit? Because it works. You know, it wouldn't be a thing if it didn't work. Like obviously somebody out there is falling for it, right? Unfortunately, and it's a trap, right? It that's all it is. It's a fucking trap, and us male mammals, get caught with them, right? It's just how that shit goes, right? And it's unfortunate because like it just gives them more reason to keep doing it. Like they know somebody's gonna fall for it. They know if they keep doing it that someone will, right? Someone's gonna click the link, someone's gonna fucking send them some PayPal money, and then like their job is done. And like, I don't know, it sounds like it'd be a lot of effort. Probably not. You just aimlessly swipe right on random dudes, you know, on a fake account. It's pretty fucking easy, man. And you'd be surprised how many dudes are swiping on those accounts. Like they're swiping, baby, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm getting some messages there. I'll go deal with that in a minute. But yeah, that's been it, man. So basically, like I said, just watch out for those signs. There's probably a few others, honestly, but like those are the main ones that come to mind. Another thing you can look for too is like the verification shit. I know some of the apps will have it, like you have to verify. I don't know how legitimate those are, but I mean, I think they provide some form of help. And one I find personally is if they connect like an Instagram, you can kind of look at that, and that to me helps a lot too. A lot. If you have an Instagram or something linked, like any fucking social media or Spotify or something, like you logged into another account, and then the Instagram could also show pictures of yourself, which would even then more so prove that you are a real account. And that's kind of something that I think people would like. And that's also to a guy as well. If you want to appear as a real account, you know, and the more flushed out that looks to me would be the better. So yeah, kind of next coming up then in the channel, we'll give you a preview of what's coming next. And sorry this one took so long, but fuck them. So we're doing the online dating female account series right now. So currently I'm working on Plenty of Fish and Bumble, which Bumble wasn't as exciting. So we're going to go back through all the dating apps. We're going to do those. We're going to do a top 10 video. So top 10 dating apps. I don't know when I'll get around to that, quite honestly. You know, and then probably POF live streaming, Plenty of Fish live streaming. We'll do that as a male account, of course. So that should be very entertaining. I think and we're going to film the whole thing. I think it'll be fucking hilarious, honestly. And we're going to just kind of go from there. I don't really have a plan right after that. But those are some of the popular videos that I'm sure you folks will be wanting to see. And they'll be coming shortly to a YouTube channel near you. So anyway, without any further ado, we've probably hit over 15 minutes, at least over 10 in this video. So all right, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Appreciate that. And like I said, if I fucking remember, I'll put the pictures of the frogs and shit. Probably won't, but you can find the Instagram link down below, and they will be there probably today. Take it easy. See ya.